Hey everyone, and welcome to this explainer. Today, we're literally breaking down the ultimate blueprint for those unforgettable travel experiences. You know what I'm talking about, right? We all know that magical, kind of elusive summer vibe that makes a vacation feel less like a standard trip and way more like a movie. Well, today, we are analyzing a really fantastic piece of source material called The Pulse of Coastal Life, and it beautifully deconstructs exactly how that atmosphere is created, right from sunrise all the way to sunset. Just listen to this for a second. Every city has a rhythm, a heartbeat that lives in its streets, its people, and its music. Imagine a sweeping drone shot gliding over a colorful coastal town just as the sun peaks over the horizon. That calm, quiet dawn. It isn't just the start of another day on the calendar. It's the awakening of a living, breathing entity. That heartbeat, that foundational pulse of a community, is exactly what we're going to explore. Okay, let's dive into this. Section 1, the city's heartbeat, establishing the rhythm of a destination. You know, when you first arrive somewhere completely new, you don't usually jump straight into the wild, high-energy adventures right off the bat. You start by simply observing. You kind of just listen to the opening verses of the city's song. The foundation always starts with the authentic moments of everyday life. Our source material paints this incredible picture of a lively morning market. We see smiling vendors arranging their fresh goods, kids playing in the early morning light, street artists quietly setting up their instruments for the day. These aren't the flashy tourist traps. They are the authentic, grounding micro-narrative of a place. Before the real adventure truly begins, you've got to sync up with this everyday reality. It's literally the soil from which the rest of the experience grows. Which brings us to this absolutely powerful concept from the text. Some places don't need introductions. The energy speaks for itself. Think about your own travels for a second. Have you ever stepped off a train or walked out of an airport terminal and just instantly felt the vibe of a city before anyone even spoke a single word to you? You sense it in the air. You feel the pace of the people walking by. You notice the way the light hits the local architecture. That inherent baseline energy, that's the canvas for the entire trip. Section 2, building the energy, the crescendo of connection. Let's move to and see how this builds, because that quiet morning energy for sure doesn't stay quiet for long. As the day progresses, the energy totally builds across the timeline of a single day. The source structures this beautiful crescendo chronologically. We start at step 1, the sunrise market in the morning. That's the quiet, observant phase we just talked about. Then by step 2, we're into the afternoon waves. The kinetic energy is rising now. Friends are riding bicycles, food is sizzling on open grills, the waves are crashing against the shore. Step 3 brings us to dusk, with these stunning sunset reflections over the water, signaling a huge transition. And finally, boom, step 4, the nighttime celebration. You can literally trace how the coastal energy organically scales up as the sun tracks across the sky. And this brilliantly illustrates the core transformation of a truly great trip. We go from those quiet, everyday moments grounding the early experience, like the vendors smiling and children playing, and we watch them transform into these vibrant, unforgettable memories. We're talking people dancing in public squares and massive, lively outdoor celebrations. It's the pure magic of people coming together, taking the ordinary, routine daytime moments and turning them into an extraordinary, collective human experience. And this brings us directly to the emotional core, or what you might call the chorus section of our source material. This is more than a destination. It's a feeling, a moment you wish could last forever. When diverse crowds connect, when people from entirely different backgrounds are just dancing together in these wide outdoor celebrations under the sky, they elevate the physical location into a shared emotion. At that point, you are no longer just visiting a coastal town, you are entirely enveloped inside a feeling. That is absolutely the peak of travel. Section 3, the unplanned adventure, embracing the nighttime climax. As the sun fully sets and darkness falls, we enter a completely new phase of the journey. The narrator drops a really fantastic piece of wisdom right here. The best stories aren't planned. They happen when we open ourselves to adventure. Honestly, so much of modern travel is rigidly scheduled, right? We've got our color-coded spreadsheets, our dinner reservations booked 6 months in advance, our hyper-optimized itineraries. But the true climax of a trip requires you to just put the spreadsheet away. It's about wandering down a street you didn't plan to walk down and allowing completely unscripted connection to take the wheel. And what exactly does that unscripted climax look like?
Well, it looks like dancing wildly to a live street band. It's fireworks exploding brilliantly overhead. It is crowded beach scenes with friends celebrating until their voices go totally hoarse. It's the vibrant city skyline lit up magnificently against the dark. The source material uses this fast, rapid-fire montage to perfectly capture this chaotic, beautiful energy. It's bright, it's alive, it's completely electric. The rhythm is at its absolute peak here, sweeping you up in a massive rush of sensory experiences that you are literally going to remember for the rest of your life.
Section 4. Finding your rhythm, the ultimate takeaway. So, as the wild night eventually settles back down into a peaceful, awe-inspiring sunrise over the ocean, we kind of come full circle. So the crucial point is, this powerful concluding imperative, it's a 4-step actionable blueprint for our own lives. Step 1. Dance. Just let go of your inhibitions and feel the energy of a place. Step 2. Explore. Step completely outside of your comfort zone. Step 3. Connect. Engage with the people around you. Immerse yourself in different backgrounds and walks of life. And step 4. Create memories. Because let's face it, life moves incredibly fast, and these are the moments that are truly worth sharing. The source material leaves us with a beautifully simple phrase: find your rhythm. The rhythm of the world is out there, pulsing in the streets, in the morning markets, and in the late-night music of places you haven't even visited yet. So the only question that really matters is, how will you find yours? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. I really hope you take this blueprint, embrace those unplanned adventures, and use it all to craft your very own unforgettable moments.